design aspect, I grew up really mimicking my brother, who would draw cartoons and animations. I mean, he went on to go to Pratt Institute for film, but I kind of took it in another direction. I would draw pictures for my stories, and naturally, after you draw the female body so much, you kind of want to see what the clothing that you draw looks like. I'm from a very rich Nigerian culture where for Nigerian weddings, family members are given fabric to sew clothing, and most people go to a tailor to sew their pieces, but for me, I kind of thought I'm already interested in design. We have an abandoned sewing machine in the house. I took a short summer course on hand stitching techniques. I'd done sewing challenges and camps over the summer, so I thought I would give it a shot and try sewing some pieces for myself. Well, I'm really inspired by some of the older fashion houses because it really interests me the way they redefined female fashion. We can think of the House of Chanel with the Chanel suit. I'm also inspired by modern designers that utilize fabrics and textures. And of course, I'm inspired by my heritage. I'm Nigerian, and so growing up in a Nigerian household and community, I would go to a lot of weddings where we get beautiful West African batiks and fabrics and laces, and so being exposed to that aspect of the fashion industry definitely got me interested in making clothing myself and exploring different textiles. I'd say when it comes to getting dressed for events, I would go for more of a refined and polished style. I try to invest in good quality pieces that can last a long time and still be beautiful from the time I bought it to whenever I want to wear it, however many months, years later. I've actually worked at a custom bridal shop that was on Nassau Street, Thurman Atelier, and that was a wonderful, wonderful experience for me. Even though I was in the front of the house, working with the clients and helping them pick beautiful wedding dresses, every so often the designer would let me come in the back and we'd kind of talk about the stuff I was doing. And every once in a while when we had trunk shows and fashion shows, I would even get to sew stuff on the dresses. So, long term, I absolutely would love to get involved in the design industry, but right now I'm just building my portfolio and gaining credibility among consumers and clientele, and kind of just furthering my own skills. There are a lot of things I haven't learned. I'm self-taught, so before I make huge leaps and bounds, I want to make sure that my work is up to par.